Do you know what elephant mothers do when faced with impossible choices? When they see their calves suffering from hunger, their tiny bodies wasting away, and they themselves are unable to provide the nourishment they so desperately need, it's a heart-wrenching sight, a scene that tests the very limits of a mother's love and resilience. This is the time when the land is fully dried, cracked, and dusty, like an elephant's wrinkled hide. The relentless sun beats down, a merciless tyrant baking the earth into a wasteland. A herd of elephants, their ribs stark against their ashen hides, trudges through the desolate landscape like phantoms. The lush grasslands that once sustained them are a distant memory, replaced by the skeletal remains of drought-stricken trees and shrubs. Desperate for even a single blade of green, the elephants searched with a growing sense of urgency. An unsettling quiet hung heavy in the air, broken only by the rasping breaths of the starving giants. The lifeblood of the savannah seemed to have vanished, leaving behind a desolate emptiness. You must be wondering what these gentle giants would be doing for the survival of themselves and their little calves. The heart-wrenching truth would break your heart. Among the herd, a particular mother elephant felt a primal fear grip her heart. Her calf, barely a few months old, wasn't just stumbling weakly beside her. Its little legs trembled with exhaustion. Each labored breath was a heartbreaking rasp, and its once playful eyes were now dull with fatigue and hunger. The mother, for all her immense size and strength, felt a hollowness gnaw at her core. Her milk, the very essence of life she had nurtured her calf with, had dried up, a cruel twist from her own body in this desperate time. Every instinct in her screamed to protect her little one. Yet the harsh reality of the situation clawed at her. How could she shield her calf when she herself was withering from the inside out? In the face of such despair, elephant mothers do what they can. They fight for every last scrap of food and water, for any morsel that might keep their calf alive. They share what little they find, even if it means sacrificing their own well-being. They offer comfort and warmth, a silent promise whispered in the language of touch. But they also know, with a deep and primal understanding, that sometimes the greatest act of love is to let go, and sometimes even the strongest mother's love is not enough. And the harsh realities of the savannah prove too much. And in those moments, elephant mothers are faced with the most agonizing of choices: to stay with their dying calf, offering comfort and solace in its final moments, or to leave and search for the resources that might save the rest of the herd. And in the end, this mother elephant had taken her decision. At first, the wrenching pain of separation, the primal urge to find sustenance for the herd, had almost driven her away. But with each shallow breath of her calf, with each flicker of life fading from its eyes, the mother knew she couldn't abandon her little one. She nudged the calf closer, nuzzled it with her trunk, whispering reassurances in a language only they understood. It is a decision that no mother should ever have to make, a burden that no heart should have to bear. And after a few weak breaths and shedding tears of pain, the innocent calf took its last breath. The mother elephant felt a world shatter within her. Her mighty body trembled, a silent scream echoing through the vast emptiness. Yet she cradled her calf close, her trunk swaying gently as if rocking a sleeping child. In that moment, the savannah held its breath, mourning the loss of a tiny life and the immense grief of a mother. In the face of such impossible choices, elephant mothers do what they must. They make the sacrifices that they hope will ensure the survival of their family, even if it means leaving behind a piece of their heart in the dust. In the end, the option is to carry on with the herd in search of hope and survival of the rest of the lives.